Hey, hey, okay, hey.
Yo, what up, everybody? Welcome back to the Scottie Show tonight. I got a very special guest, L13. How you doing?
What's good, man? I'm doing good. How about you?
Doing good. For the people that don't know who L13 is, who's L13?
Shit. I'm just your regular artist, trying to find his way. Been hustling for a few years and that's about it. That's me.
Oh yeah. Yo, like I really got like hip to like your sound and like your music through like, mutual, friends on Twitter. And like one song that really like, caught me off guard was that No Smoke. That shit is
Oh shit.
No Smoke is crazy. I was like listening to it because like, bro, like I give a lot of people like chances to like, give them like because a lot of people like, they don't want to give people chances to like listen to their music because like 9 times out of 10, it don't be good. But
True.
like when I heard your show, I was like, yo, this is crazy.
Hey, I appreciate that.
Yeah, yeah, bro. You really killed that shit. And I like that One Step Away. I like 13. 13 is fire.
Appreciate you.
Another one, I think it was what I'm looking at right now. I think it may be One Step Away. I think that's the one.
Okay,
One
bet
Step
bet,
Away.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. One Step Away is crazy too. How did you, like develop your sound? Like how did this all like start for you?
Shit. I mean, it's pretty cliche, I guess, at this point, but Lil Wayne is a huge influence for me.
Oh, that's not
Um,
cliche. That's everybody, bro. Like,
yeah, you know
yeah,
what I
that's
mean?
Lil
Yeah.
Wayne created like this whole entire generation of like new artists.
Exactly, exactly. Yeah. So that
Yeah.
was a big influence for me when I was younger. Like I was always listening to his music, always fucking uh filling in my own bars or freestyling along in the car, shit like that.
Hmm.
So
Hell
that
yeah.
was big.
Like what oh shit, you good? All right.
Yeah, my fault. The door just swung open. I guess I didn't close it
All
all the
right,
way.
good, bro. But like how did you like start developing like that melodic sound that you do?
Honestly, I always wanted to do that shit. Like when I first started doing it, but
Yeah.
I didn't know how to use my voice. Like I sang in like chorus in middle school and shit. So like I always had a singing background.
Yeah.
But once I got into college, I kind of just quit that shit, started working and playing baseball in college. So that kind of ended my music shit. Um, but once I
You play
started,
baseball in college? That's crazy. What
yeah,
position you play?
second base.
Second base. Damn, where you play baseball at?
Wesley College, a little D3 school in Dover, Delaware.
Okay, okay. That's lit. That's lit, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. So like, baseball kind of like slowed the shit up, but like what got you to like, start fucking with it like a little bit more?
This is this is gonna sound wild, like especially because the kind of music I make, I don't think it's in that lane. But um Lil Xan. I went to Firefly, which is in Delaware,
Yeah.
and Lil Xan had just dropped that Betrayed song, so like it was going crazy. Like he performed that bitch twice at the fucking Firefly concert. So
Yeah.
like I don't know. I saw him get on stage and like he's a smaller statured guy, like kind of like me. And I saw the way people were like moving from just his lyrics and his words and shit. And like the
Mhm.
hypeness he brought, like the emotion, all of it together. I was like just looking around, just like, what the fuck? Like, and
Yeah.
it just really made me want to do it. Like my girl's cousins were actually rapping and shit, and one of them's in a little collective out of Baltimore and shit. So I knew they had a rap background too. So I was like, I got to link with your cousins. So that's
Yeah.
really what started it.
Hell yeah. Who you like, fucking with right now in the underground or mainstream? Like who do you like, listen to? Like what do you think is like, interesting in like the underground now?
Shit. I listen to a lot of Big Baby Gucci.
Hell
Fucking
yeah, Big Baby Gucci fire.
I fuck with him pretty heavy. Lil Zelly, I got into him from the
Exactly.
DMV area. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I fuck with him. Shit. People off Twitter, I fuck with Andrew Kelly. He's fire. He's got that little Lil Wayne influence too, and that really draws me in for him.
Yeah,
I fuck
yeah.
with shit. I don't know, man. That's about it, really. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
listen to too much. I'm making so much music. Like I listen to my shit over and over and over again. And
Yeah,
plus
bro.
mixing for other people too. Like that
Hmm.
takes up a lot of time trying to mix for other people. I'm listening to their songs over and over and over again.
Yeah, yeah. So, like, how do you think about like this whole like internet like underground? It's like internet underground hip hop like community. Like, how do you feel about like that? Like as a whole, like I feel like it's like evolved from like it used to be like super hardcore YouTube, then it was SoundCloud, and then now
Yeah.
like it's all on Twitter and it's still on SoundCloud a little bit, and then now people are like getting like distro kid and stuff like that, and they're getting like their music put on Apple Music, Spotify, and things like that. How do you feel about like the whole like terrain and like how like the underground has changed because of the internet?
I fuck with it, man. It gives you that sense of community, and that's big. I've said it from the beginning. There's strength in numbers, and like that was part of the reason I wanted to link up with my girl's cousins because they already had some numbers. They knew what they were doing a little bit of, and I was like, I got to get myself in that room, and
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of the same thing, except now it's on the internet, so you can get yourself in that room
Mm-hmm.
without leaving your house.
Yeah, yeah, it's true. Um, did you listen to Juice WRLD at all? Because sometimes I get like a Juice WRLD influence from like your music. I get um there's another one I was thinking about, but mainly like Juice WRLD. Like when I listen to like your music, I hear like a Juice WRLD influence. Do you fuck with Juice WRLD?
That's the crazy thing. I don't really listen to Juice WRLD like that. Like I
Yeah.
never did either. Like I fuck with his music, don't get me wrong.
Hmm.
It's just like I never go out of my way to be like, yo, throw on some Juice WRLD. Or like I
No,
go on
I
YouTube.
might even go with Cap. Like I like Juice WRLD's music. Like I like the All Girls Are the Same and like a couple of the other joints, but like
Right.
I wasn't really like playing like going like don't want the Juice WRLD, we gonna cut it like RP Juice WRLD.
Yeah.
He was cold as hell. Like I'm not
Fact.
gonna deny him that, but like me personally, it wasn't like he cold as hell to where I'm gonna be playing that nigga every day.
No, exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it was just a little too sad for me. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
and I try not to give out that vibe too much. I go on these little streaks with my music, like where I'll do the little lovey-dovey shit or some sad shit, but most of my shit's not really like that. So I try not to listen to it and like get that energy either. Like I don't really fuck with that.
Yeah, yeah. Like, what was it like? So you played baseball in high school and shit. So like, what was it like making music and then like playing baseball and shit? Like, how was like how did people feel about that shit when you was like doing that shit?
So it was weird. Like I in high school, I didn't really make music. I recorded one song like after my senior year, on a little USB mic and a shitty ass laptop that was my mom's. It wasn't even mine.
Mm,
Like recorded a Rich as Fuck remix, Lil Wayne and 2 Chainz.
mm-hmm.
And then I got to college and it literally stopped completely. I stopped writing. I didn't even continue to record. Like that mic just sat at home, never used it again.
Yeah,
Um, and then I started back up again literally after I finished college baseball. So I just had one semester left to do my internship. So I was still in school, but I wasn't playing baseball anymore. And I was like, the fuck? Like it was kind of all in that same time frame. Like, what am I gonna do? Like, I just work now. Like,
mm,
what am I supposed to do? I'm used to fucking going to practice in the morning, the afternoon, have games, traveling, all that shit. So
yeah.
that really made me jump back in. I was like, music's what I need to get back into.
Yeah, bro. I feel like people really get like lost in like the day to day like stuff, and then they forget that they could like do things outside of like their daily like routine, and like they
Yeah.
get lost in and like I said, there's nothing wrong with getting like a regular job and like working and stuff, but realize that like you're more than just like showing up to your 9 to 5, going home, cooking food, and then going to sleep, playing video games and shit like that. Like
Yeah.
there's more to life than just like repeating like that cycle and yeah, I 100% agree with that shit, bro. I should like because I play sports too. I played football. I was a wrestler as well.
Oh hell yeah, same.
Yeah, yeah, bro. So like yeah, when you like don't have that shit to do anymore, like you kind of like you be like, damn, bro, what do I do now? Like type shit. People be lost as fuck. People get
Yeah.
lost as fuck. People get lost in drugs, all types of shit because they don't like they want to do something, but they don't know what they want to do.
I don't know
And
how to find
you gotta
that
keep on
outlet.
trying shit out. Like you gotta just keep on trying shit. People
That's
like
it.
people too scared to take chances. So like that should be happening to motherfuckers, bro.
Not for real. That's why I had to get out of Delaware for real. Like, because a lot of people are like that. And again, nothing's wrong with it. And sometimes I'm kind of like envious of it. Like, I see people literally go through what you just mentioned: go to work, go back home, cook, go to the gym. go back home and go to sleep and repeat and repeat.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're completely fine. They might go out every now and then, but they're completely fine with that. But I just can't do that shit.
Yeah, bro. Like, see, it's like there's some people that are like, programmed to like be that way, and there's some people that are just like, oh, I want to try other things and see where this can like take me. Um, so who would you want to like, work with, big or small, producer or artist?
Shit. Probably all those names I mentioned earlier that I've listened to, like those are people that I'd love to work with. I do have a song with Andrew Kelly in the vault. Uh we made that shit a while ago. He was supposed to send me the vocals, so I sent him a rough mix and he just dropped his vocals in. So he's supposed to send me his vocals so I could just drop them back in once I mix my shit.
Mm.
But we never got to it. I need to get on him. I need to hit him up.
Yeah,
I
man.
definitely want to get some more songs in with him this year because I got some wild shit coming out this year. So
Hell yeah.
I want to link up with him for sure.
And then, are you gonna be more focused on like videos and put out like video content and like just like how hard do you want to go like on like the content and stuff like videos, pictures, all that kind of stuff?
Pictures, I definitely need to step it up on. That's a big focus. But my biggest focus is definitely videos because over the past four years or so, I've released hella snippets on Twitter and shit, reels on Instagram or whatever. And they're
Mm-hmm.
just kind of little mini videos. And some people get confused and they think they're like an actual video. And I'm like, nah, that's literally just a 30-second snippet I put together. Like, but this year, like I dropped 3 videos last year that were decent. I just edit everything myself. Um, but this year I'm trying to step up my editing game and definitely way more videos, way more than 3. Like I'd like to try to at least get 6 out,
Yeah.
whether that's me doing it myself or working with somebody else.
Mm-hmm. What does the music scene like in the area that you live?
So it's very diverse, it seems like. I mean, I've only been out here like 7, 8 months now, so I haven't gotten a huge dive into the music scene. But I've met a couple cool people out here, and it's honestly like I said, diverse as fuck, like all
Mm.
over the place. I got invited to a show, and it was like a metal show. The artist that invited me, he does a little rap, pop, punk, a little bit of everything. Again, diverse as
Yeah.
fuck. And I saw him at an open mic, and this group was doing a tour with the metal shit, and he's like, "Yo, they have me as a guest. Like, I'd love for you to come out." So I popped out. Not something I'm usually, that's not usually my scene, but it was definitely dope as fuck to be able to see a whole
Oh yeah.
different environment. Like, there's nothing like that in Delaware at all. So like, this is way bigger and better than what I was used to.
Dude, what was it like? Like, what is Delaware like, bro? Like, like what is that like? What is that shit like, bro?
Kind of like how you just asked. Like, it's hard to figure out. Like, what the fuck is there to do in Delaware? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
of course there's things to do, but like you have to make things happen. Like you have to have a group of friends, you have to have a thing that you really enjoy and just want to do. And some people, like I said, just really enjoy going to work, going to the bar and kicking it with their friends for an hour or two, and they're just coming back and repeating that same cycle.
Yeah.
Here, dude, I can literally walk up and down the strip, there's a sign or a new event, a new show, a new artist that I'm running into, something different's going on. In Delaware, there's none of that, dude.
Yeah, that's true. So it's just like I would say like places like that, like the West Coast, like it's just hella like networking. Like you can just network hella. And then like y'all, you're not that far from Cali. Like you can just go out to LA or some shit like that too. And that's like one thing I do like about the West Coast that like it's just like hella like networking and things like that. And you can just kind of like make stuff work as long as you're like going outside.
Exactly. Exactly. Like in Delaware, you can't just step outside. Like, yeah, it was kind of cool. Don't get me wrong, it's kind of cool to like go 2 hours and you can end up in DC, Baltimore, Philly, Jersey, like 3 hours, you're in New York. So you got network outlets, but like I can drive 15, 20 minutes and I'm on the strip and like there's tons of people coming in.
Hmm.
Uh, Now I'm the Jakua brand ambassador and fucking I'm in the cannabis industry, so I'm meeting hella people. I'm meeting artists every single day almost. Like it's dope.
That's fire. That's fire. So, um, What else like was like your music like background, you know, like when you were like growing up? Besides like Lil Wayne, who else were you listening to?
Uh, shit, anything my mom was listening to, really. My mom had me really young at 15, so fucking, I was listening to literally whatever she was listening to. Biggie, Jay-Z, uh, country shit, pop shit, Britney Spears, literally
Yeah.
whatever she's listening to was the same shit that I was listening to. Eminem was probably like my first favorite rapper, like for sure. And then a little bit later on, I got into Biggie because his, you know, my mom wasn't necessarily letting me listen to that because of his lyrics, but
Yeah.
until I got a little bit older, but you
Hell
know,
yeah, bro. So like living like out like in Nevada, I was like just thinking about that shit. Like so living out there, bro, do you like think about like Area 51 and shit, bro?
yeah, dude, of course, I believe in aliens and shit, so that's definitely a thought. There's times where I'll be like outside, let my dog out back, I'm chilling or smoking or whatever. I'll be looking up in the sky. I'll
Yeah,
be keeping an eye out.
yeah, like that's just crazy as hell. Like living out in like the desert and shit. Like, do you like it? But like, is it all desert? It's not all desert though, is it? Like,
Nah, so it's like Vegas is like actually pretty small. Like, of course it's growing, but like it's a city, and then once you get like towards the outskirts, yeah, it's pretty much desert. Like for
mm,
sure. But there's a lot of community shit going on, like different towns, and it's not just Las Vegas. People get confused on it. Like
yeah,
it's
yeah.
not just Las Vegas. There's other towns and cities and communities within it, but people just group it all together as Las Vegas. So
Hmm.
it's not all desert, but there's definitely a lot.
Yeah. Like there's another thing out there like in Nevada that I was thinking about too. But I forgot. It's like y'all got Area 51. Grand Canyon not in Nevada, is it?
No,
Oh
it's close. I think
damn.
you can reach it. You can reach it in like an hour or something, like 45 minutes or some shit. Like
That's crazy. What's the craziest thing you've seen in Nevada so far?
shit, like uh people. People. Honestly, dog, like people. There's
Bruh.
always, and not even just like literally crazy people, just like the things that people do. Like when you're on Fremont Street, like they have these circles where they're just street performers. So they take tips and shit. Dude, people are doing the wildest shit out there, like, and they're getting a little bit of money, and I hope they can survive off of it. But like I seen some people like be really passionate about it. Like one dude was dressed up in like a Sting uh face paint and shit. Like, and he was on the phone with somebody like, yo, this dude just took my circle, like just spazzing out. And I was like, oh shit. Like
Yeah.
it's real out here.
Yeah, bro, that shit's crazy as hell. Nah, and like hella street performers, TikTokers and shit like that, bro. You be seeing that shit go down, bro. That shit's crazy. I've never seen someone do a TikTok like I've never seen that shit like in person, bro.
Bro, it's all over. Like, um, I've seen that, you know, the cup guy that does the fucking I don't give a fuck, put $1 in my cup or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
I've seen that dude multiple times, like, and people be like recording him. I've seen people taking a TikTok of him, and I'm like, "Yo, you get your bread?" And he's like, "Yes, I did." I was like, "Oh shit!" Like he's running it up, but yeah, there's people filming all the time, live streaming, doing YouTube shit, TikTok, all that shit out here.
yeah. That's fire as hell. Like just being around that shit because like that's just hella like networking. So like you could fuck around and find a videographer. You can find someone that can edit. You can find someone that can do all different types of stuff, and you can really build like a solid team. And you know, it can really get shit moving, especially people that are like willing to go outside. The people that are willing to go outside, those are the ones that you want to network with,
Nah,
like
for
the
real.
most. People that are really like out here trying to like do it, those are the ones you want to network with because like they're willing to go the extra mile past the internet to like you know
Exactly.
make stuff happen. Those are
Exactly.
people I really respect the most. Like people that go outside. That's like one of like the most important things I tell artists to do. I'm like, yo, go outside, like go to the clubs if you need to. Go like just out and just do something, bro. You might run into somebody. You never know who you gonna run into. Like
That's a that's a fact. No, it's for real, dude. Like out here, I've ran into people in the grocery store. Of course, I've run into them in the cannabis industry and dispensaries and shit. In the gym, like
yeah,
of course, going to open mics, like that's a huge thing. They have them all the time throughout the week here. So like that's another big goal of mine this year is to get out and try to network at some open mics, performing and fucking just watching just to see what people are doing.
Yeah. Like, because I do stand-up comedy, and like
Mhm.
I know that so like if you bomb at like an open mic at stand-up comedy, bro, that shit is trash. And like I've seen people just bomb and like on stage, and people are just looking at them and they're just like, yo, what the fuck? But like, yo, bombing at an open mic with music has to be the most craziest thing ever. Like, especially if no one's like really fucking with it. But I feel like the rap community, underground community is supportive. Like I feel like people do be like showing love, even if it may be trash. People be showing love, but like it's
Nah.
just like it's so crazy because I've seen like hella people bomb before, and
Yeah.
like I just wonder like how that is like going to like a music open mic and then like seeing somebody bomb, you get secondhand embarrassment, and
Bro,
then you got to
yes.
go up after that person, and then
Yes.
you got to get the crowd like rock them back
Not
up.
for real, bro, because you can feel it. You can feel the
Yeah,
room.
because like
Like,
that energy is still on the stage still, so
yeah.
you just because like you going up next and you fuck around and bomb. So like if one person
Exactly.
bomb, everybody bombing.
Nah, for real, it can end up like that. Yeah. So it's definitely tough, but I think
It
you're,
builds character though.
yeah, no, for
It
sure.
builds
And
character.
like,
It's
I
important.
think I've been fortunate enough, I guess, to be around the community, the open mics that I'm going to, where it's kind of like you said, like you can tell people are like, I'm not really fucking with this, like, but they are pretty supportive. Like, they're still clapping at the end of the song, or at least trying to
Yeah.
nod their head a little bit or something, not completely just just
Yeah. Like my thing is that like open mics are good if people are being honest and like, with their criticism and like not like trying to shit. Like, there's a difference between shitting on somebody's music and be like, nigga, you trash, than like,
exactly
saying like, yo, bro, like I would change this up if I was you. I would do this if I was you. Like I feel
that.
like that is what like open mics are like meant for. I look at them as like workshops. Like, people should be able to network. And if people treated open mics like that, people will get better instead of just like fake, like, oh yeah, we fucking with this. Like, no, like when I go to like open mics at a comedy club, if someone says an unfunny joke, I'm like, bro, that was not funny. Like I try to tell them, I'm like, yo, it wasn't funny, bro. Like you
And
gotta you gotta work on it. And like that person will get better because if I just keep on telling them, yo, that was, bro, I'm lying to you, bro. Like
no, yeah, that's not beneficial for anyone.
they gonna keep on doing that garbage ass shit, and then people are gonna be like, "Yo, why are you still doing this garbage ass shit?" Like,
Exactly. You got to keep watching it. They're gonna keep doing it. Like, yeah, it's not beneficial for anyone
yeah,
to.
like I think that like most of like those things should be looked at as workshops instead of like who got like a dick swinging contest. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like
Facts.
if you look at it more as like a like open mics more of like a workshop than like a dick swinging contest, a lot more people would be successful, and like it would be less like cutthroat, like
Hmm.
in the and like in the
You know,
entertainment for the beginning stages of entertainment.
nah, you're right, bro. And I think honestly, I think it needs to be kind of applied to like those little showcases. Like from my experience, I've done one showcase, but like
Mm.
from my experience and from people I've talked to, like those showcases are where it's like a really big dick swinging contest. Like
Yeah.
it's someone in house that wins. Like it's who the people know like inside that little city or wherever it's being hosted at shit. A lot of the open mics I've been to have been pretty supportive, and I do see people like get pulled to the side and be like, yo, like I fuck with you, like, but let's work on something. I have seen that for
Mm.
sure. But those showcases, that's where it's the biggest dick swinging contest. Like, yeah, I
Yeah,
love
like,
those.
and then like with stand up, it's kind of the same as well. But like with stand up, I say it's like way. It's more of like because there's no music or anything like that. I can just like go up there and use my own energy. Like I
Facts.
ain't no beat or anything like that. So like you just gotta like just control the crowd. Like so
Yeah.
I think it'd just be like way more. I don't know. I think it would be a little bit harder for music, especially like when you like when people like they don't want to perform yet, they want to wait for it to get like later, and like they don't want to follow the schedule and stuff like that. But another thing I want to ask, how do you feel about where music is gonna go like in the future? Like where do you think music is gonna like the sounds and everything? Like how do you, and then also with like have you been like looking at like the Young Thug like case and stuff like that, bro? Like Bro, like, how do you feel about, where music is gonna go, like sound wise, and like how people treat rappers because of what has transpired because of like, stuff like that. How do you think that is gonna like, turn out for most rappers?
Okay. So I'll start off with the sound thing. I love it. I know there's a lot of people that, they talk shit on a subgenre or, like they just pick something and they're not with it if it's not inside of their genre or their style. Like, and I'm with everything, bro. Like when you asked me earlier, I was telling you I listened to everything when I was younger, and I'm kind of that same way now. Like, I take the chance to listen to people's music, like, and even if I don't fuck with the genre, I'm thinking sonically, like, how's their delivery? What's their cadence like?
Mm-hmm.
What's going on with their mixing? Is it engaging? Are their vocals changing? Or are they pretty monotone? Sound like, shit like that. So I
Mm-hmm.
start to listen to it from that standpoint. So I love when shit changes. Like it's like,
Yeah.
oh shit. Like I want something to be turn my head. Like I ain't never heard of some shit like that before. Like
Mm-hmm.
I like the evolution. Um Now as far as like the YSL shit, um, I've been watching the academics clips and shit a little bit, keeping up
Mm-hmm.
with that shit. And I don't really know, man. I'm not a street dude. I don't really portray that shit in my music either.
Yeah,
I've done my fair share of trapping or whatever, but nothing, to that extent.
mm-hmm.
Uh, so I don't know. I feel like people do get treated unfairly, um, and they pick and choose about what they're gonna do with situations like this, depending on the rapper.
Yeah,
So
yeah. That's like what's crazy because like it kind of like expose like how people will pick and choose how they treat someone or how they get their treatment depending on if they tell or not.
yep,
But
yeah, yeah.
like it's super crazy what's like happening now. And a couple other things I want to touch on. What you got coming out next for the people to like that fuck with you. What can we expect later down the line?
Shit. I got the visualizer for Second Thoughts. I just dropped that on the 13th on Spotify. I got the visualizer dropping on Friday, and then 2 weeks from that, I'll drop the lyric video as well. Um, Thinking about doing a music video for it, but I'm not sure. Of course, like I said, hella music videos coming. And I don't know if you knew this, but anyone that keeps up with me, every single 13th, there's a song coming out. Every single
It's
13th of the
fire.
month. Every single 13th. I try to make it all platforms, but it just depends. Like last year, I ended the year with music videos instead. So instead of putting them on all platforms, I just dropped some music videos on YouTube.
Mm.
Um, but music every single 13th. I got a project coming out. It's looking like March, but it might be early April as well. Um, and yeah, just a bunch of content. That's for sure. Bunch of content.
Hell yeah. Anything you want to plug? Twitter, Instagram,
Shit.
Spotify.
Yeah, you can find me on any music platform, L13, just the L13. And then on Instagram, Spotify, or I mean, TikTok and Twitter at L13 underscore. 13 is spelled out. Um, that's it.
Hell yeah. L13, I appreciate you for pulling up, man. I really can't wait to see the things that you're gonna be doing, the music, you fire, bro. Keep on doing that shit. Just
Appreciate
like one thing I would say, bro, just hit the music videos hard, bro. And like just get that content out, bro. Cause you already got like the sound and the music, bro. Just get that content out,
it.
bro. That's what's gonna get you like for real, like
Hell
where
yeah,
you
bro. Hell yeah, I appreciate that, man. Appreciate you having me, and I'm definitely gonna be watching your content too. I've been watching some videos before I hopped on here, but I'm interested to see some comedy shit. So put that shit out there.
Yeah, bro. Hey, I got some videos out there, bro. Just look at the channel and it's on like I
Yeah,
posted those. Yeah, and I got some shorts and all that stuff. So yeah, bro, check that shit out, bro. But yeah,
hell
man.
yeah.
Like I said, man, I appreciate you, dog. L13, it's the Scottie Show. Peace out, homie.
Peace.
Hey, okay.